There are many bus routes in every city that people avoid after midnight. Some say it's because of drunkards. Others say it's because of ghosts. But in Kolkata, there is one route that even the drivers fear. Route 77, the midnight bus. Because the passengers on that bus are not alive. Tonight, you will hear the story of Arjun, a college student who unknowingly boarded the wrong bus and came back to tell only half the truth. It was almost midnight when Arjun finally left his college campus. His practical exam had finished late, and the campus was now silent. Only a few dim streetlights flickered in the distance. Arjun checked his phone. 1% battery. He sighed. "Just one bus, please," he whispered. He reached the empty bus stop. The wind was unusually cold for a warm night, and the lights buzzed faintly. Then, out of the thick darkness, two dull headlights appeared. An old, rusty bus slowly rolled toward him. Its route number flickered in glitchy red light. 77, Park Street. Arjun felt lucky. This was exactly his route. The conductor stood by the door, head tilted down, not looking at him. The driver stared straight ahead, hands glued to the steering wheel, completely still. "Park Street, last trip," the conductor whispered in a flat, lifeless tone. Arjun stepped inside. Around a dozen passengers were sitting silently, all facing forward. No one spoke, no one moved, no one even blinked. Arjun brushed it off and sat in the middle row. The door shut. The bus groaned painfully, as if waking from a 100-year sleep, then started moving. Within minutes, the windows fogged up from the inside, even though the night was warm. Arjun tried to wipe the glass, but the fog returned instantly. He leaned back, exhausted. That's when he noticed the woman across from him. Her face slowly turned toward him, but her body didn't move at all. Only her head shifted, rotating too smoothly. She stared at Arjun with dull, grayish eyes. Arjun quickly looked away. When he looked back, she was facing forward again, stiff and motionless, like nothing had happened. Uneasy now, Arjun pressed the bell to get down at the next stop. But the bell made no sound. He pressed again. Still nothing. He looked at the conductor. The conductor's head was still down, but his eyes were now rolled upward, staring directly at Arjun, unblinking. Arjun swallowed hard and looked outside. The road didn't look familiar anymore. There were no shops, no traffic, no humans, but just a long, empty stretch covered in moving fog. "Bhaiya, this isn't the way to Park Street," Arjun said nervously. The conductor slowly lifted his hand and pointed outside. A signboard flashed past. "No exit road. Passengers cannot leave." Arjun's heart thudded violently. He rushed toward the driver. "Driver, stop the bus! Stop it!" he shouted, shaking the wheel. The driver's eyes were wide open, but empty. He didn't blink. He didn't move. His hands were frozen to the steering wheel like a statue. At that moment, every passenger in the bus turned their heads toward Arjun. All at the same time, all at the same angle, with a slow, cracking sound in their necks. Arjun stumbled backward. The old man in the front row spoke,
without moving his lips. "Don't try to leave. No one leaves the midnight bus." Arjun's breath caught in his throat. A little girl turned around, her skin pale, lips purple. "We were all like you once," she whispered. The woman from earlier spoke again, but her voice came from behind Arjun now, without her mouth moving. "This bus travels only one way, to the place where lost souls wander." Arjun panicked and ran to the back door, locked. He smashed his fist into the window, but it was like hitting stone. Outside, the swirling fog was forming shapes, silhouettes of thousands of people walking beside the bus. The vehicle took a sudden sharp turn into a narrow, unfamiliar lane. The passengers spoke together in a distorted chorus. "We board this bus every night because we never reached home. None of us survived our last journey." Arjun felt cold sweat drip down his back. "Then why am I here?" he whispered. The conductor stepped forward, dragging his feet as if half broken. "You shouldn't have boarded a bus that wasn't meant for the living." He pointed at Arjun's dead phone. "At midnight, this bus leaves the world of the living and enters ours." Arjun shook his head in terror. "But I'm alive! I don't belong here!" The conductor's face stretched into an unnatural grin. "You boarded. Now you must stay." All the passengers stood up. Their bodies revealed the truth. Burn marks, crushed skulls, twisted limbs, hollow eyes, each one marked by the way they died. Arjun screamed and stumbled backward. He closed his eyes, recalling something his father had once said. "Ghosts cannot hold you if your will to live is stronger." Arjun whispered, trembling. "I want to live. I want to go home. I don't belong here." The bus lights flickered wildly. The entire vehicle shook as if caught in a storm. Passengers shrieked in distorted voices. The conductor's shadow seemed to melt and crawl across the floor. Arjun rammed his shoulder into the emergency window. A crack appeared. He hit it again and again. The glass shattered into a burst of white light. Arjun jumped. He landed hard on solid ground. When he opened his eyes, he was lying near Park Street bus stand. Morning. Shops opening. People walking. No fog. No bus 77. A policeman rushed toward him. "You okay? You fainted here. Maybe exhaustion." Arjun looked around in disbelief. Did he dream all of it? Then he saw a warning sign beside the stop. "Do not board bus 77 after midnight. Disappeared 12 years ago with all passengers." Arjun backed away, trembling. Then a whisper brushed his ear, the same voice from the conductor. "See you tonight, Arjun." He spun around. No one was there, only the faint sound of a distant bus horn, blowing exactly at 12 a.m. If you enjoyed this story from Evo Thoughts, remember, always check the bus number twice, and if the passengers seem too quiet, maybe wait for the next one.